Hello, YouTube. So, the latest feminist uproar in Australia involves international cricketer Chris Gayle. You may have heard about this. He had the audacity to ask out an attractive sideline interviewer for a drink during a match, Mel Mclaughlin of Channel 10. It was done in a light-hearted way and was meant as a bit of a joke after he got out. I'm sure he wouldn't have minded if she said yes, though. She's pretty hot. So, what did the attractive reporter do? Throw a witty report back in his face? Nope. As a good feminist, she decided to play the victim card, saying she felt uncomfortable, and it has since been completely blown out of proportion. It's received global news coverage. I mean, it's staggering. I think it was in BBC, and I think I've seen it in US papers. They don't even like cricket over there. It's pretty crazy. So the common thing I keep hearing is that you wouldn't want to be hit on in your place of work. But what I struggle to comprehend with that sort of argument is that it wasn't an ordinary place of work. He was playing cricket and trying to entertain people. Her job is also to entertain people. Why can't there be a bit of fun banter between two people that are trying to entertain? It just really irks me that instead of being the joke that it was, it's turned into this Chris Gayle's a sexist sort of saga. The uproar has also highlighted a huge feminist double standard. People on the internet have been quick to point out that in 2014, a Sunrise weather presenter hit on a guy at the beach as she was doing a weather cross. Also, Maria Sharapova hit on a journalist after losing a match in Melbourne. In both cases, no media storm followed. And quite shockingly, in the weather presenter's case, she was hailed as a hero by the Daily Mail, called brave for asking someone out live on air. That's exactly what Gayle did. But instead of being labelled a brave and a hero, he's dragged over hot coals by feminists and is forced to pay a $10,000 fine. And they are starting to call for him to be sacked from the Big Bash League, just for asking in a lighthearted way if Mel McLaughlin would like to go have a drink with him. It's insanity. Another aspect of this that got me worked up was an interview I heard on the ABC. It was a segment featuring Nerily Meadows and Melinda Farrell, two female humorless cricket journalists. Right from the get-go, Melinda Farrell starts retelling the incident, and she starts crying over Chris Gayle asking an attractive sideline interviewer if she would like to go out for a drink with him. It was the most absurd overreaction of the whole saga. I'm still in shock from it. I can't believe she cried. I don't think she has a spine. Someone must investigate that, actually. I think she might be one of those invertebrates. Next up was Nerily Meadows, who's a Fox journalist. And she said that female journalists in the sports space will be harassed 10 times a day. That's a fact, apparently. That's more than an hour at work. Again, this is just ridiculous. One incident every hour. Could you imagine being a colleague at Fox and hearing this, that one of your colleagues is being harassed 10 times a day? I mean, it would scare the shit out of me. What does she consider to be harassment? If I ask her if she would like a coffee, because I'm going to the cafe anyway, and I could bring her back one, am I being sexist? Is that harassment? Also, the people in her office must be the majority of those 10 incidences per day. Imagine that. The questions that you would be asking yourself. Have I harassed her in some way? I said hi to Nerily at the printer the other day. Was that harassment? I think I smiled to her in the corridors once. Is that harassment? Where's the line? I don't understand. The one thing that Mel, Nerily, and Melinda all have in common is that they are utterly humorless. They can't just have a laugh. Everything is serious, and they are always the victims. I'm sick of these politically correct media storms where everyone gets riled up over nothing. It's pitiful. Stop being cunts.